Get ready for a thrilling ride as we dive into the world of football's rising stars. The future is bright for Tottenham Hotspur's youth squad, and today we're spotlighting a 16-year-old phenomenon who's sending a clear message to the club's management. But here's where it gets controversial. Is the club doing enough to nurture and retain its young talent? Let's explore. Tottenham's return to the Champions League brings with it a fresh opportunity for their youth players to shine on the European stage. The UEFA Youth League mirrors the senior tournament, offering a platform for these young stars to make a name for themselves against the same opponents as their senior counterparts. It's a competition that can launch careers, as we've seen with the likes of Troy Parrott, who began his rise to fame with goals against some of Europe's biggest clubs. Now, it's time for the current generation of Spurs starlets to step up. All eyes were on Luca Williams-Barnett, a 16-year-old attacking midfielder who's been creating quite a buzz, with a string of spectacular goals, including some from the halfway line. He's already turning heads, and this is the part most people miss. It's not just about the goals, it's about the overall package. Williams-Barnett has the physical frame of someone a few years older, and he's already been named on the bench for Premier League and Europa League matches, despite his tender age. On Tuesday afternoon, Williams-Barnett was the standout player in a Spurs team managed by U21's boss, Wayne Burnett. He was joined by some other promising talents, including centre-backs Jun'ai Byfield and Malachi Hardy, who have already been involved with the first team setup. Captain Callum Olusesi, at just 18, looks ready for a loan move, while attackers Tynan Thompson and Reiss Elliott-Parris are also ones to watch. The game against Villarreal showcased the technical prowess and counter-attacking instincts of the Spanish side, but it was Williams-Barnett who stole the show. He set up Thompson for the opening goal with a perfect through ball, and then had a few chances of his own, including a shot that somehow went wide after rounding the keeper. Villarreal equalized, but Williams-Barnett's talent was on full display as he assisted Reiss Elliott-Parris's goal. A rocket of a strike into the top corner. The game seesawed back and forth, with Villarreal equalizing again, but Williams-Barnett stepped up when it mattered most. He scored a clever finish to make it 5-3, showcasing his ability to create space and finish with precision. It was a performance that highlighted both his talent and his age, but it was his first on the European stage, and it certainly turned some heads. Some of Thomas Frank's first-team coaches were in attendance, including Matt Wells, Andreas Georgsson, and Justin Cochrane, along with Stuart Lewis, who was watching many of his former U18 players. This is where it gets interesting. Will the club recognize and nurture this young talent, or will he follow in the footsteps of many others who've had to leave to pursue their dreams? Williams-Barnett, who comes from a family of Spurs supporters, deserves a clear pathway to success at the club. As Williams-Barnett watches the senior stars take the field on Tuesday night, he knows that his time will come. If fortune smiles on him and he continues to work hard, he'll join those senior stars sooner rather than later. Tottenham has a real gem in this youngster, and it's up to the club to ensure he shines brightly. So what do you think? Should Tottenham be doing more to retain its young talent? Or is it a natural part of the footballing world that some players will move on? Let's discuss in the comments.